Larkin. He is Tough Farmer. This is episode 8 of Greenwich Valley. If you haven't got your popcorn or your Reese's Pieces, now's the time to do so. Because this shit's going to get good. How are we doing, Tubbs? How are we doing?
Good.
And why is this happening again? Oh no, don't tell me my streams are gone all over. Ever since my Christmas special, my streams have gone everywhere. Well, my chat.
There's in Montana.
So, yeah. See what's happening. Hopefully my chat will come up. If not, it'll be me talking and trying to see what people are guessing.
That would be normal.
Okay guys, so this is episode 8 of Green Valley. So Tubbs has already been over to the cow pen. He's after sorting that lot out. So we are now
Hey Squad Farms, how are you?
Of doing contracts until we can get our crops growing. Like we said in the last one, yeah, look, this is starting to bug me now. This is waiting for my
Oh, that's good to hear. It's good to hear, Squad Farms. Glad you're doing good. How was your Christmas? What'd you say? We're going to try to take on some contracts today? Hey, thank you, Squad Farms. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that.
I am hoping that my chat will come up shortly. Yeah, for the last 2 streams, it's been acting up for me.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad your Christmas was good, Squad Farms.
Take it.
Let's see what we can do. Fertilization on 17. 38.
As I say, put some light onto the subject and we see what happens.
There's no telling what'll happen.
Not on my day, anything could happen on my streams, as we all know.
Alright, I'm gonna take a fertilization contract on field 38.
Okay guys, like I said, we're only starting up and I'm trying to get my chat up here, so whoever was into the is after going to the chat for me, just give me a second. Hopefully my chat will arrive shortly.
I'm playing Hunter Call of the Wild right now. Oh, that's a cool game. I've played that one. I like that game. It's a good game. Did you want to take baling contracts or did you want to do fertilization first?
Fertilization.
And I'm gonna take on 38.
Okay.
Yeah, till you get your chat up. Alright, I took on 38 if you make it up there.
Yeah, if I just give me a second so I get my stream up again. Yeah, so once again guys, sorry about this. So I hopefully have this sorted very very quick. Like I said, all this happens on my chat. Never seems to happen on Tubb. So he must do something right.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
Here we go. We're off and running again.
Oh, come on, guys, come on. Oh yeah, love it.
Gotta love it. There's no other way to take it.
Because I have to, because no one else is going to.
Ain't it? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
What the heck? Are you serious?
I am.
A tree reached out and grabbed me. Driving down the roadway. That's interesting. collisions are crazy on this thing. What do we got? Alright, got somebody texting now.
Right, that's the one I want. Thank you very much.
Alright. Let's go around this way.
Hopefully, it will come up.
There we go. That's how we make. Oh, it was a sign that got me.
Yeah, I don't believe it. Something's happened.
Charles, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you. Just trying to get myself out of a fix with this sign and tree. It's always, you never know what you run into.
Nope. So what contract did you get?
38. Fertilization.
Okay. Big field, small field?
Medium. Medium size field.
Okay. Right.
It's over by our animal pen. Just south of the animal pen. Or down from the animal pen. I forget. North and south don't mean nothing to you.
No. Absolutely none. Oh. Yeah, I don't believe it. Well, my stream is up and running, so hopefully the party chat will pop up now any second and I can see it.
Where is it?
Even my fraps are, yeah. Why am I talking? I don't want to hear my own voice twice.
I've heard it twice before.
There we go. That's a lot better.
It's enough to scare little kids.
Here we go, yeah. So, Lee McMullen, welcome to the party chat. Thanks very much for joining us again. How are you doing? J-Dog Party, how are you? J-Dog's in the house. Hello, Julian, the consultant.
Hey,
how
Charles.
How are you doing, brother? How are
Good
you
evening,
doing?
Charles. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you aboard.
We are going 38. Okay. By the time I get there, you're probably have finished.
Nah, I just got started. Just got in the field and started. So.
Yeah, and I need to, after the stream, I need to look at my settings to see what the story is. For some reason, it's taking forever to load up my party chat.
You think it's the internet that's lagging behind a little bit?
No, it's the internet itself. It's my settings on the stream. Because they have the beta studio and then they have the classic studio one. And
Ooh, all over the place.
the other day for the Christmas special, it said, like, it asked me to use the
Oh, great. That's good,
beta
Charles.
stream, so
Anything on my laptop.
I
We
said,
appreciate
yeah,
you being
definitely.
here.
And now it's picked up my settings,
I
so
click on everything and it doesn't work.
That's not
I
good.
need to go back into it again and
Okay.
have a look at the settings and go for there, you know.
Charles Stuffed is watching both our streams.
Oh, excellent. Welcome, Charles. Thanks very much, and thanks once again for jumping in on the Christmas special. I really appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely.
Old timer Dave,
OTD.
my could-be dad. How are you doing?
Hey, old timer Dave, how are you? Welcome. Glad to have you.
Well, I see in the field. I see something in a yellow crop.
Sunflowers. Sunflowers. Old timer Dave, how are you doing, sir? Glad to see you again. Hope your Christmas was well.
Well, somebody they'll go that what's going on in here? It looks like the Irish version of the Odd Couple.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is
you
always
were so right there.
that
And once
is.
again, you went for the ditch. You didn't even bother opening the gate. So why not?
Chris wants to be my son. Yeah, Chris wants to be everybody's son. I just don't have enough money to adopt him.
Which end did you
This
start at?
this is the best that I can do. I started closest to the road, the highway.
Okay.
Working
Like
my
I
way
said,
back.
you'll be nearly finished by the time to no point me actually open my.
Your crying is not doing any good effort for me, Professor.
I know. That's right. I might get one row down before you finish.
Yeah, well,
That might help.
you're always late for the show.
Always.
Airfare alone is a killer. I agree with you, old timer Dave. Airfare is a killer. That and trying to pay his pub bill.
What pub bill? I get my drinks for free.
I know, because somebody's always buying.
Yeah. like you know the old song, don't you? The best things in life are free.
Let's see.
It's not working.
Have Chris on PS4 and you on my phone. Okay, good deal. Well, we're glad to have you here, Charles. Thanks for just being with us. We appreciate that.
Oh, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. Thank you for all the likes, y'all. Appreciate that so much. The contract should be finished here pretty quick.
Ah, that might be working, Jennifer. Thank you.
There it
There
is.
it is.
Alright, so that one's out of the way. There's another one,
Oh, you have to do it already? Okay.
17. There's another one on 17.
Yep. Okay,
Squad Farms. How was your Christmas? Squad, my Christmas was really good.
17 is blocked in there, so
It was very good. We had all the kids here. The grandbaby was here, so definitely really good. So I had a great time.
no one saw that.
Did you say 17?
Yeah, back over by our farmyard.
I see it over there.
Old timer Dave goes, "It's good to see us two reunited again." I don't know about that. Things could happen.
What's the matter with you?
What? Didn't say a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I said old timer Dave said it's good to see us two reunited again.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, holidays messed us up a little bit. Let's see. Are you heading over to 17 now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm on the way back there.
Finally. Let's see. Let's try the fast one.
Thank you. It's working now. How is it?
All else failing, that's what I do.
How about the freak out, Jennifer?
Alright. We're gonna do this. We're gonna not do. Oh, that wasn't what I was expecting. That's good enough. We'll do this.
Yeah, I'd say we are probably looking at about another 2 episodes for our crops to actually mature enough to actually do something with them, unless we fast forward time again.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, so. Or we could always line out a field of grass or something, cut it and transfer back into an arable again and see what happens, or
What's the matter with you?
so where are we going next one up?
Someone was playing with my laptop. It's all jacked up.
No one else has been playing with it.
I know. I might have jacked it up.
Missed it by just a
Old
little bit.
timer Dave, gone past the
New all, what is happening? Glad to have you here. Good to see you, Newell. How was your
Stream
Christmas,
shared.
buddy?
Old Timer Dave, thanks very much, brother. We do appreciate. Oh, I should say, wannabe pops. We appreciate that. Am I in the right field? Yes. In the right field, Tubbs. I'm doing proud. I'm doing you proud here.
Yeah, I know. I'm right behind you here.
Noel, how are you doing?
Well,
My
good,
brother
Noel.
from an
Good to
entirely
hear.
different family.
Good to hear.
How are you, son? How are you?
I took the shortcut.
Did you?
Yep, I cut all the way across.
That's
That's why I
good.
got here right behind you.
Oh,
You-
you're going cross country?
Yep, I did. Well,
You're
always
going cross farm?
Well,
You're
yeah.
going cross farmers' crops?
you're always lollygagging around, so I thought I'd just cut across there.
Man, you're lucky that we're on the same farm. Because if they were my crops, I'd be...
That's
Very
right,
upset.
Charles. Newell is in the house. Newell is in the house.
Noel
Yeah.
is the man.
The legend.
So I know all. I'm going to have to say this, okay? As far as I'm concerned, you are the man, without a shadow of a doubt. But the legend has to be Mr. T-Bone. He's the legend. Mr. T-Bone is the man, the legend, and the myth.
No, when we're talking about a myth, you're a myth. And that's
No.
somebody with a lisp saying myth. Mist.
Myth.
He's miffed.
Myth. Tubbs, I've only got one word to say to that.
Oh my God.
Myth.
You're welcome.
Myth.
Meh. I thought you were going
Meh.
to say tanks.
Myth.
Meh. Meh. Oh. Been there, done that, for sure. B&K Farms, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. How are you doing this evening?
B&K, welcome. How are we doing? That's no problems, Dave. We will see you when you return.
Finished. Oh, good.
Yes, we
Good to
are.
hear, B&K. Glad to have you here. Thanks for joining in.
Okay, that's all the
I'm just,
fertilizing. We have
teaching-
cultivating ones.
You B&K, you kind of said a good time. I'm teaching Chris how to do contracts right now.
Right, so we have a choice. We can do a few cultivating ones, or we can get a decent payout on field 51 for a baling contract.
All right, let's do it.
Which one?
The baling. I know how you like baling. You're all into that kind of sort of mess.
Not really, but yeah, it's done.
Yeah, you're good for a baling contract or a sweet potato harvest. I've seen
we're going baling
I've seen you in action.
We're going baling. It's locked in.
All right, did you get the equipment?
It's down at the shop.
All right, what are you wanting to do?
I don't really mind. We can do it. We can do it the same way as we did it last time.
All right, that's fine.
I cut and windrow, and you can be behind with the baler, or you can do it.
No,
I
that's
go to
fine.
baler this time, and you the windrow and the cutting it.
Yeah, I'll grab the baler. What field was it? Do you remember?
If you want.
That's working just right now. Thank you.
I guess I'll turn that
And
on.
we got the same gear as we got the last time.
There's not only switching everything.
Hey Raymond, what's happening? Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna go down there with a dirty tractor. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, I'm good. Decisions. Decisions. So I hope everyone had a great Christmas. And oh no, get out the way. And with these,
51.
it's called.
Alzheimer's Day.
Oh, come
It is
on.
51. Yeah, 351. Where are we going?
I'm going to the shop right now, trying to navigate my way without pulling a Larkin, which I did.
That's 61. There's 47. All the way back over at the back of where we were just was. Like field 30 and 8.
$38. No worries.
At the back of field 38, yeah. Over that area.
Alright. I'll probably be there before you get there.
Well, you cross country again?
Nope. Driving normal. Just waiting on you. As usual.
Okay. I believe it. Thousands wouldn't.
That's how you... It's an anomaly. Because I'm always finagling.
Finagling. That is definitely true. And there's a sesame word of the day. Finagling.
You made me laugh. Where the hell am I?
So, can I actually go down this way to get down
There
to
we go.
51?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
I can. I think I can. Unless this is a dead end.
If you're driving, it is definitely a dead end.
Well, if it's not a dead end with me driving, it could be.
Yeah. Hey, I've already pulled 2 of your stunts. I hit a sign and wrecked out, and then I ran between a cement truck and a car and had a
That's okay.
little
You
bit of a
still
crash.
haven't done what I done.
I need to... Have you been driving this case? Because I feel like some of that bad luck's rubbed off on me. And I see your fingerprints on the steering wheel here.
Like, I have tried to, make a new species of tractor and car combined, so...
What? What do you mean?
You heard me. You heard me.
Okay. Yes, you have, because I have... No, I didn't hear it. I saw it.
And that is not an easy thing to do.
No, it isn't. It's not even rated PG. It's not even PG-13. Matter of fact, it's double X rated. What'd you say?
Instead of the other way, we might be able to get a better cut off the grass that we got the last time.
This is what I got to work with, folks. Alright. Have you not made it here yet? Where is he?
There we go, that's better. Right, I think we're set. Or I hope we're set. Everything seems to be working as it should.
50. $51, you said? Okay.
I did. I said 51.
Yeah, I see it over there. Right.
It's after 50, before 52.
Yeah. After, or before 49. Or 50. Alright, on my way.
Well, you're not here yet?
I was, but I left because you wasn't here, so I thought, well, he didn't want to work today.
You won't be getting paid then.
I never get paid. What are you talking about?
You get paid, you just don't want to admit it.
Oh, look at those banners across the city. Isn't that neat? Alright. So. Oh, goodness. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Let's see. Where are you at? Right there. One shortcut too soon. No, there we go. Yeah, navigating this thing's interesting. Alright. Are you finally cutting? Ah, got it away from the
Yeah, I took the first roll away, but I was cutting the second one. What happened was I was pushing the two together, which is what I didn't want them in the first place.
yeah, no worries.
I'm going to have to go back around again.
Holy smokes, yeah, you got a pile up here. Yeah, I'll wait till you get around this other way so it doesn't get in the way. Alright.
So,
I'll sit here and wait on you today. No, take your time. What do you want? I'm not in your way. What are you talking?
yes, you are.
Oh my gosh, look at this. I gotta deal with this on a daily basis. Where did you learn to drive? Walmart?
Sears.
Something similar.
Something similar.
So,
What are you
cut down the
doing?
middle, so I'm going to cut down the middle, so I'm giving you room to actually do something.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
But I still gotta wait because that's in the field of grass there. This is what I got to work with, y'all. Well, let's see how this pans out. Aha. There we go. There we go. Got something. Well, kind of something to work with. Golly, that's a big windrow. Probably have to go over it a couple of times, pick up the rest of that excess.
Because I can go back over because there's a piece of grass there I can pick up, so.
You think?
Yep.
Ugh. Alright. Every windrow you're putting out is in the grass. Okay. There you go. Oop. Back up, back up, back up, back up. There we go. Alright. Have you got the hang of that windrower yet?
Never going to get the hang of this.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm just taking one job as a come.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make it look good, but failing in the attempt.
Been there many times.
I know, sir. You're the one that taught me.
Yeah, exactly. You would like to think that it's a smell of victory, but it's not. Don't do that. There you go. There we go.
You're okay, Dave. You didn't miss nothing except me making a mess of an easy job. Then what's new?
Mm-hmm. I'm used to it. I just kind of go with the flow. You got to.
Like if I done everything right, I wouldn't be me.
Oh my gosh. Got all these little pieces to pick up here.
Exactly, Dave. Typical.
Mm-hmm. It is very typical.
Right, what else do you want me to do? Do you want me to go around again and make sure I have everything?
Yeah, you missed quite a few pieces, but...
Are they actually going to do anything for our overall?
Probably not. Bonus. Yeah,
so,
probably not.
But just for you, I'll go back over them, okay?
Be thanking you.
Just so that you'll be happy. Because that's all that matters. That's all I live for, to make you happy.
That is definitely called finagling.
Oh. I learn from the best. Thanking you.
Yep. Hey, you gotta learn somehow or another. Gotta take it all in. Baby steps.
Right, so I think that's all of the finagling I can do here for you.
No worries. I'll finish up. Go grab the trailer here in a sec. I'm trying to figure out a way to get all this oof. Oop, almost. These little small pieces. Alright. Done. On that.
I know we're driving through fences, and I know that's not realistic, guys, but there's some... Just... We don't have time to open the gates.
What? You're driving through fences?
You're the one that started it. I'm just following your footsteps.
I don't understand your logic.
If it's good for a cop, it's good for me.
Excuses.
I didn't break the law first. You did.
Yeah, and you only had 2 beers.
Well, in Ireland, 2 beers is called wetting the whistle, so...
Well, that's probably true.
Right, so where am I going? I'm on a roundabout that I've never been on before.
Of course, we don't
I'm
carry
going to get
whistles over here anyway, so...
I know I'm going to get lost here.
Yep, I know. I've seen it, heard it, been there, done that before. Alright, so I've got enough for 1 more bale, I think. Come on, come on, come on. Make a bell, make a bell, make a bell. Perfect, made a bell. Alright.
I'm proud of you. You made a bail. Proud of you.
Yeah, always making bells.
Mr. T-Bone. See, I told you, the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey,
in the
Mr.
house.
T-Bone, how are you doing? Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. T-Bone. I appreciate that, brother. How are you today? How is your Christmas? All good, I hope. And guess what? I didn't get lost, but I did drive past the shop.
Then that would be the same as getting lost, right?
No, I found my way to the shop. I just drove past it.
Definitions are different.
Mine sounds okay.
Oh, you make it. You make it.
It sounds better than saying I got lost again.
Somehow I understand that. Six Wheeling is in the house. How you doing, Six Wheeling Pop Pop? Glad to have you here.
Hey Six, how's it going? The voice of reason. I'm so happy you're in the chat.
Me too. Give some voice of reason to
all
Chris.
we're missing now is Matt and Scott, and we'll have the gang in.
Is this one Papa?
Buddy.
My Christmas, I didn't get drunk enough. Oh, Matt 6? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope he's alright, hope he feels better in a bit. Hope it's not too bad.
The last time he was on, he was saying something about he wasn't feeling too good.
Matt is still selling Buicks.
He's still selling Buicks.
Oh, trust 6 to come out with that. See, I did say he was the voice of reason.
Alrighty then. Why did you leave the weight here? You didn't need it?
No,
Of course
because
not. It might keep you in direction.
and
Ooh. Damn. Looked off for a second, and I'm driving like Chris. Man, this is how it starts.
man, I took the wrong road.
I know. I saw you heading off that direction, and I didn't know what you were doing.
I don't know what I've done. There's no excuse for it.
How could you drive down that road, but yet go down a different road and think you're going to get to the same place? That's insanity, right?
No, I drove down the same road, getting to the same place, which I did. On the way back to the field, I actually took the wrong turn. Yep.
Yep.
I took the wrong right. Thank you very much.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. You're
Wrong
such a book of instruction. If you were to ever sit down and draw a map out to somebody to get them to the right place, what would that map look like? Do you use crayons, magic markers, symbols?
No, I used to eat crayons when I was smaller. I'm not allowed to go near them anymore.
What, you ate them?
Hello, Game Dweller. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing? How is things?
Squirrel.
With Seasons Mod, do we still get 2 growths a year from a grass harvest? I read somewhere that's supposed to be 3. We've had 1 already. Well, we had 2. Yeah, we've already had 2 so far in this game since we started, and we're only in the second 4th day of the second season, so we will be expecting another growth. So yeah, it could be 3 because that's what we were told. That like that's why I think we read somewhere that we get 3 growth of grass. So. Oh, Tubbs, your favorite person is in the house.
Oh shit. Hey, Shallow. What's happening? Hide your Bibles and hide your babies.
I shook them up my nose and they're still up there. Sometimes I kind of feel like it. Yeah, so game, I hope that it answers your question. Now, like I said, we've done 2 harvests of grass so far. What we'll do is before we finish this contract, what we'll do is I'll run up to the farm because it's right beside us, and I'll just check the grass, the growth, and we'll see again. But it looks like we could be 3 harvesting it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can get 3 harvests out of your grass fields. Yeah, and then you've got to plow it under or and then replant it.
Mr. T-Bone, I don't see no closets or trees. They're banned from this game.
Don't let him fool you. I caught him one day with a chainsaw in his hand cutting down some trees and laughing, so something's up.
That's because I lost it.
Hey, Shiloh. Hey, Tubb. Hope you have a great day yesterday. Yeah, it is, Shiloh. Thank you so much. We had a great Christmas. Had all the kids
that was
here.
My shining moment.
The grandbaby was here, and my in-laws, and so everything was really great. Had a good time. Just didn't last long enough.
I had Shiloh here in the house last night, and it lasted too long.
Was it you and English Sean that would always turn your lights off and on when y'all would meet?
English on.
Yeah.
That man had a fascination with doing disco lights.
Disco lights. Old Timer Dave, ours is tomorrow. Oh, perfect, man. Anytime you get to spend time with the kiddos, man, that is fantastic. I enjoy it. It just don't last long enough anymore.
Hey Jennifer, do you need a
On
drink or
Christmas?
anything?
Just spending time with the family and kids.
Oh, right. I thought you said Christmas. Christmas lasts too long.
No.
Yes.
Christmas is too expensive.
Lasts too long.
And this was our
course
this
it
was
is.
our first Christmas with the grandbaby, so it was really fun. So we had a great time. 7 kids under 5. Oh wow, that's even better.
Yes.
I miss those
Who's
days. Old Timer Dave. So the only one under 5 is our grandbaby. She's only 10 months old, and then all the other kids are. We've got 2 teenagers, one 19, one 15, 23-year-old, and a 24-year-old. And my father-in-law's age is debatable because he
That's what I do. I do the same thing.
locking myself in the office. Yeah, 7 kids under the age of 5, definitely.
Neil goes, that's the same field contract work and equipment I used on my stream on this map the other day. Love it. How many bales did you get out of it? Tubbs.
So far, 10.
Oh, there's a little.
Hope he hit the.
What are you running around in circles for? Quit. Be still.
I said how many bales did you get out of the field?
I've got 10 so far.
In
I didn't
total,
count them.
man.
I don't count the bales. What's wrong with you? Most of the time I'm having to keep up and keep track of you. Make sure you get in the right field. What are you talking about?
It's okay. Neil got to let me know. It was almost 2 staggered loads. Oh, excellent.
Okay.
It's clear. It's a very bad thing when a streamer someone in the chat has to tell me how many builds we got because the guy who's doing the builds. Excuse me.
Well, you're sitting there chatting it up. We got to go. This is work.
It's not like you're getting paid for it.
No, I never get paid for it. Well, I do. It's just not in the monetary value. It's torture.
Yeah, but you know something that could be worse.
Oh, it is. It can always be worse. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Also, it goes. It is a copycat world. No, next thing you know, they'll be doing country lane like we did. Oh, trust me.
What the
Really,
heck?
Tubbs.
Are you
Really?
serious?
Really?
What kind of driving is that? Ireland driving?
Do you know something? Can you give me some space, please? I'm starting to feel the tip.
I don't want to listen to your PTO talk anymore.
Like, if you're going to be that close, will you please bring me to dinner first?
Yeah.
At least buy me a steak.
Or a handshake.
But I will say this, Ultimate Dave, I know Tubbs is looking to get his PC shortly, and I will probably be getting into the new year. So if we do get him, we definitely be hooking up with yourself and Newell for a multiplayer
Definitely.
game.
Oh,
at
yeah,
some stage.
definitely.
But then again, we've been doing that for like what I'm hoping 6 is going to come back to console for a bit. Yeah. Now I'm dying to get on a multiplayer game with the guys.
Got it.
Now that he's gone, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Who?
What?
What?
That's right. It is really hot.
Yeah, talking dirty ain't gonna get you nowhere.
I need to buy me. I need to get myself a Southern Comfort.
Get lost in the midst.
If I start drinking, I'll probably drive right. Like this sober driving is not for me.
Yeah. Let's see. I think the barn is.
Thank you.
Yeah, turn right
I'll start in a
and
moment.
go all the way around. Yep.
The main thing is, at least I'm not fighting a bail in this round, in this contract. Yeah, Dave and Newell, do you think you'll ever be playing on console, or is it just always going to be PC for 2 years?
Oops.
Newell goes, whatever you do not use any of OTD's stuff, it rolls too easy.
This is my turn. There we
Six
go.
William. Chris, I am revamping mod on console currently, so when I get that ironed out, I should be able to match up mods easy for multiplayer. Oh, definitely. If you can, Six, I'm all over a game with you. I'm there. I'm waiting in the pits.
In the pits?
Yeah, do.
Oh, I
exchange.
got you.
Oh,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah. I'm waiting there. I'm ready to go. I mean, like, it probably would be a change having someone that actually knows what he's doing working with me, you know?
Is that what it is?
Like, we spend about an hour before we even stream going over what you need to do. Like, well, can't have that.
Yeah, but your instruction is as good as your driving with the map that you got in the PDA. It's bad.
I make map work very interesting, okay? It's
For the-
not boring, because you don't know what you're going to get. It's very same as a box of chocolates.
Exactly. Easy forest.
Newell goes, well, if you want someone who knows what they're doing, you don't want to play with him. So what you're trying to say then, Newell, is two wrongs don't make a right. Is that it?
Or five wrongs don't make a right. And I'm using the Irish counting method.
Well, you can't be any worse than me, because I do contracts in the wrong field, even though I picked the contract to start off with.
That would be an accurate statement.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Jennifer. I tried. I really did.
And I just say I'm not fighting the bail, and I just start fighting the bail.
Alright, so that's the first load gone. Heading back that way.
Charlotte, I can't get my stream started lately, so we give all the preparation. I have my laptop turned off for about 2 hours before I stream, just to make sure, and yet I'm still fighting it. Like, I can't read in Chinese. It comes, that's the instructions.
You can't read Chinese?
6.
What?
Just don't let Dave or Null be your sound text. Oh, we are professionals. Well, I hope you're talking about you and Null, because definitely not me and Buttons.
No. No. We're kind of more the undynamic duo. There's heroes, and then there's us.
There's heroes and zeros and then there's us. They're like not the equation.
Yeah, exactly. It's like picking a card out of a deck. You never know what you're gonna get.
Sure, they said throw the laptop out the window and find one off the back of the van. This one didn't come off the back of a van, it came off the back of a lorry.
Finders keepers.
Well, what's on God's green earth? Just don't put it down on the ground.
I've never seen that before in my life. Is that your kid?
We're not going down that road.
Or especially with you. We're sticking to the island of Ireland. I never met that woman before in my life.
I've not had sexual relations with that woman.
It looks like my ball cap, but it's not. Oh, God. Alright.
Is that all the bales?
I think so. Yeah. I'm gonna pick up one more, and looks like we'll have about 3 left for a bonus. That's about it.
What was this? 6
Oh, no,
Echo
no, no.
City?
This
is that a
more,
new
more.
map or? Yeah, are we still on about something completely different?
Here we go. It's only going to be 1 that's a bonus. Got a bell for it?
We do with the small tractor actually.
Yeah, there's only
Second.
1 left here. So,
Yeah, no, I'm picking it up here now. I'm going to pick it up in our small massive farm, the farmyard.
okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know if it's worth, traveling all the way back to grab it if we're close enough to the farm there.
I know. But
Whee! Hello. Keep going, keep going. Didn't see it, didn't see it. Nobody saw that.
So. Okay. I'm not going to bother opening that gate. Why should we? We haven't been opening any other gates since we started the stream. Why should we start opening that one?
I don't have the words for what I need to say here. Disappointing. Disappointing.
You guys should turn off the push to talk to introduce you to what exactly they said.
We should what?
No, I think he's talking to Newell and Mr. T-Bone.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, sorry, Newell and Old Timer Dave. So
Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Missed my turn.
it's just that I kind of missed train of thought there, and I'm trying to catch up here on the chat here, find out who's talking to us. Yeah, no, we don't have to. We don't have to push the top, so we're okay.
Hey, can you turn traffic off for a second? I'm hung up here. Got
Really?
two. Yep, 2 cars have pinned me in.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. It happens.
No, only for you.
Ah, better. Thank you.
Oh. Coming down the right direction. Here we go.
When are they? Have you seen anything? I hadn't had time to research it. Is there any mods that are supposed to come out sometime, or is it going to be after the 1st when everybody kind of
I
gets back?
say it's going to be after when the Giants come back.
That's what I figured. Before we get any mods out or anything.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was right behind me.
Okay. That wasn't good.
Don't worry, I've done the same. It happens.
I just did not get through the fence with a bail on the front of my fork.
Alright.
So, where are we going?
To the barn.
Perhaps I should have took that turn then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And make a turn. So I pull them back up, okay.
Alright. We'll probably get a little bit of a bonus out of this load, I'm thinking. Yep.
Oh my god, I ran into him.
Contract finished. So really all we got was the one bale. The one bale you're gonna bring?
Apparently so.
Mm.
And
Oh, I
even
know.
then I lost it.
It's not a very good contract. Well, that one didn't pay us off like I thought it would.
Oh my god, I'm not losing the bill again. Okay. 3rd time. Nope.
What? You've lost it that many times?
This bill don't like me.
He don't like me. I say pick up your toys, get the hell out of that sandbox, and don't play with them anymore.
I am now in the position of trying to find this barn. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god. It's okay, Tubbs, nothing happened.
I didn't think it did. I thought
Nope,
you
nothing
were.
happened.
I thought you were thinking you were in church again. All right.
How can one person lose the same bail 5 times?
I have one question for you. Do you know Chris Larkin?
No. Apparently not. Okay, I need to make sure now I'm actually going the right way this time.
What happened to the old saying, know thyself?
I think that passed me by.
You're like, oh, to hell with those instructions.
Wait, I think I found it. What's the chances of me actually losing this bail again before I get there? Wait, we are going to the barn, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's at the bar. Alright, while you're doing that, I'm gonna fix this, wash it, and refuel.
Oops.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you sure we were going to the barn?
That would be yes.
Because we just lost money.
How'd we lose money? Where did you take it?
To the barn?
Well, I can't see it now because it says contract. But when I went, it was the barn. Have you hit contract complete?
Not yet.
Okay. How did you lose money? No, we made money.
No, that's the contract complete. That's what we got for the contract.
Yeah,
but
but if I took it,
for that bail.
well, but if I took it to the wrong place, though, it would have deducted it. So.
Right, but I took the same bail from the same contract to the same place where you took it, and we lost money on it. So
I can explain your anomalies. It's not up to me to figure that out.
But it's okay. As Old Timer Dave pointed out, it is one of my brightest moments.
Alright, let's see. Where did you put the fuel trigger at over here?
Did I put one down?
I don't know.
If I did, if I go into our inventory and see if it's down.
Where am I at? There is not a fuel trigger. Alright.
Close repair the tractor. Ah, that's what I want. Thanks to Dave for that. That explains a lot.
Oh my God! Are you serious? That's what you were looking. Thanks, Old Timer Dave. You see what I deal with on a daily basis.
No, Dave said that you repair the tractor and send my Dr. Bale. So that explains that. All right. Thanks for that.
Nothing explains this. This is just a glimpse.
Zeke, how are we doing, my friend?
Zeke's in the house. Welcome, Zeke. Glad to have you here, brother.
Zeke and Streak, not Zeke and Stick.
Hey, what do we got to bring up old memories here?
I'm just making sure that you haven't forgotten.
I appreciate that. I feel the love from you, brother.
Yep.
Makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside.
I'm looking after you.
You're looking out for me. Ooh, concept. Alright, what's next on the agenda?
There's nothing else on our farm to do. We're still waiting for our crops to grow, so we can either okay guys, we can do a cultivating contract to keep us happy, or we don't really want to do another building contract, we just did one. Or we can fast forward time. What do you want?
Fast forward it. Let's do it.
We just fast forward time till our crops are ready to go.
Might as well. That's kind of where we're at right now. I'm ready to start harvesting.
Alright, just give us a second. And off we go. Oh. So at the same time, when this is going, we're going to have to keep on our cows to make sure everything is okay up there.
Okay.
In fact, when we're here, how is our inventory and our what do we want and what don't we want? Okay, we want releasing we have the mowers are leased,
Mm-hmm.
the fertilizer spreader is leased, our seeder is leased,
Mm-hmm.
windrower is leased, our auger wagon. There's a few things there that are leased, so we need to keep an eye on that.
Okay.
So which of those are we actually using more of, where we could buy it rather than lease it?
Well, I know the auger wagon we use because that's, or not the auger wagon, but well, I guess it is an auger wagon. It's what we had the straw in.
The TMR and all, yeah, the forage wagon.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we could look into buying. So is that a TMR wagon, wasn't it?
Yes, you can do straw or TMR in it, either way.
And is that the cheapest one that was in it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I guess we could look to bring that one back and actually buying that one.
Okay.
Unless you think that there's something else that we should buy first. Do we have a corn header?
No, we do need to buy a corn header.
Yeah, I think we do with the corn header there first, I think. Okay.
Hey Zeke, how you doing?
Fast forward this time.
Oh, thank you, Zeke, for the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being
we
here.
Definitely do. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
It lets us know that we're doing things right and stuff like that. So
the support is overwhelming, definitely, for sure.
oh yes. I know we say it on every stream that we're on, but we just can't say it enough for what you do first.
Chris and I are just in awe that you guys are so supportive, and we really appreciate it.
Okay, so that's that one done. Right, so how is our crop there now, Tubbs? Have they made any difference in
Let's see.
crop stage, I think?
Right.
Because like we should be getting very close to harvesting.
Says it's still growing. Here.
Okay, TMR and hay
oh yeah, the sunflowers are not done, so they're just now.
Yeah, so
Unless it hadn't caught up yet, because sometimes it has a little bit of a lag. So.
we have a bit of straw in it.
Mm-hmm.
The cleaning, and then I will do the straw, and then I will do the TMR up here.
Hey Zeke, alright, I have to head out shortly. More fam duties on this fun Boxing Day. Alright Zeke, thanks for popping in, thanks for the like, glad to have you here and always appreciate your support. Have a great night. Have a great night.
Well, we definitely appreciate Zeke. Thanks very much, brother.
For sure. We just appreciate everybody being here, period.
You're one of the good ones.
Like I said, the support from you, all you guys are just so overwhelming. We appreciate it.
Timer Dave says turn my time back up. Yeah, Dave, what we were planning on doing is trying to go with fast forward time for a little bit to see can we get some of the crops up so we can actually have something else we used to do, you know, like watch with our harvest and stuff rather than doing the contracts the whole time.
What he said.
How can one person get hung up so many times? Don't answer that question, Thomas.
Okay. It's ready to harvest.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay, that's even better again.
So is the sunflowers, it looks like. Best I can tell. Yep. Ready to harvest. Oh, wait. No, it still says growing. Okay, but the canola is ready to harvest.
Jennifer, Jessica messaged me.
So,
yeah, look at least we'll have one harvest.
Saturday.
Yep. So.
All time it goes, oh good, more comedy release.
Alright. You want me to harvest it, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can start the harvest and I'll do the carton.
As always.
And then, But surely I can't get lost in the same amount of time in every stream.
We can only pray.
Tubbs don't answer that question.
Hmm. But I'm gonna do you a favor though.
Ah, yeah?
Yep. I'm gonna
What are you gonna do?
park this trailer in the middle of the yard to aggravate you. You know, actually though, I've got to pull it through that gate. So, damn it, my plan backfired in my face.
Ah, Faith, there you go. So, I think we should be okay for a bit with the feed on the animals. We're going to have to start doing some TMR very shortly. We're out up here.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a bit of. Well, we have a good bit of manure. So.
Oh, we do.
Oh,
What
we could do, because we have the manure there, should we invest in maybe a greenhouse or a vineyard or something?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, so we can start building some cash up. What the hell am I doing?
So, I guess we will see if we can get a greenhouse up here, and then we can go from there, I guess. What about cucumber? Seems to be the cheapest one, doesn't it?
It doesn't matter to me. Vineyard, cucumber, tomato, I don't care. All of them make. Which one makes the most money? That's what we need to invest in.
This
Per
one
hour,
makes 88
per
an hour. And that's 90. Actually, either the lettuce or the tomatoes make 90 an hour, so they're like, it's what, 2 cents in the difference.
It doesn't matter. Either one.
I'm actually looking at the price though. The lettuce and the cucumber is 25,000. The cucumber one is only 9,000.
Make a decision, man.
I'm going with cucumber because it's cheaper to buy one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 9,000.
No,
9,000
I
for
would have.
one, and it's,
I would have went with the other, but that's okay. No, I'm just messing with you because you can't make it.
oh, you better be. I'm also going to have to put it into our grass field.
What? We didn't discuss that.
No, I'm not, unless you want to stick it in a cowpea field somewhere.
And this is what we call finagling.
Yes, we are finagling.
Mm.
Thank you.
Well, that's true. We're both a bunch of damn finaglers when it comes to that kind of stuff. Okay.
Right. So it's down, right?
So,
That's all.
Chris, we gotta have a
Yes?
party. We gotta have a party here. This
Why?
is our first season's harvest. This is an epic stream.
Yeah. Stick with us, guys. The beer is going to flow.
Yeah. Hero, zero, and we are neither one. Oh my god.
You behave. I'm about to put some shit down.
Well, that's what she said. I'm surprised we have even a fan base with our antics.
I promise I haven't been drinking, but I think I should use the weight on the back of the tractor.
Alright.
Yeah, guys, here we go. I'm going to take a photograph of this. This is my first loader full of shit.
Hey, we're
look at
actually
that. Go down.
We're actually making a pretty good yield off of this canola, honestly.
Yes, they have exactly. It might have helped.
Don't encourage
I
him,
guess.
old timer Dave. He'll just go on and on. It's nonstop. I did that once, and then 13 streams later, he finally gave up on it.
I was just thinking that there's a piece of grassland right beside our farmyard that we could take trees out of and put the
What did you say?
yeah, there's a piece of grassland by our farm we could have took the trees out of
I thought you
placed
said trees out of.
placed the greenhouses there.
Man, if Matt was here, he'd be so proud of you right now. Talking about taking trees out. That's logging.
No, you meant Mr. T-Bone
And Mr. T-Bone. That's logging.
and Mr. Six. But yeah, guess what? I didn't go near it. It's not even in the grassland. It's up in the field. That's how much logging I like. I'd rather place it down on a field that we need to use.
What the hell are you talking about? Your ideal of logging is getting the T-Rex and mowing them down.
Damn right.
Well, but then again, that's probably about as much logging as I do too. Except for that time that you rodeoed me and Howie into doing all those trees that time on Pacific Northwest.
There's enough cow dung down.
Only way to log. I agree, old timer Dave. It is the only way to log.
No,
Matter of fact, I got tickled one day. Chris and I were talking, and he goes, "Hey," he said, "Tubbs, you know," he said, "Alien Jim is always coming up with all these great ideas. Wonder why he doesn't come up with one about, instead of getting rid of the hedges, all the trees."
Yeah, Alien Jim, if you're around and you're listening, that's your next mod, okay? To get rid of trees in one sweep. Superman style.
Mhm. Oh my gosh.
We don't have any water bowser, do we?
A what?
A water bowser? Water tanker?
Oh no. What? I'm English, man. American.
You're
Water.
English?
Slip of the tongue. American. A water bowser? What the hell? Water tank, water barrel, water trailer. Water bowser. I had to think about that for a minute. I thought you were cussing me out for a second.
Would I do that to you, Tubbs?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
It won't be the
Yeah.
first and won't be the last.
What field are we in?
32, yeah. 32. That's correct. Yeah. Water Bowser. I kind of like that, though. It's like kind of a suave or a debonair thing. Bring the water
That's what we-
Bowser. Bring the water
what we call them over
Bowser
here.
around. Yeah, but it
What we
sounds
call them
like...
over here? We call them water bowsers.
Yeah, we don't call that shit that here, but I'm just saying, it just... Bring the water Bowser around. It sounds sophisticated. I mean, which sounds better?
Fine.
Bring
Water
the...
tank.
Hey, bring the water Bowser over here, as opposed to, hey, give me the water tank. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like more sophistication behind it.
Fine.
I'm just
Water
saying.
tank.
Water tank. No Irish accent whatsoever on that. I'm at 93%.
Tractor and trailers actually in the field beside you.
I'll be thanking you for your help,
You're welcome.
as always. My favorite helperton.
Okay, so down to the grand.
What are you doing? Another contract?
No, I'm going down to pick up a water tank.
I notice how you explicitly go tank. A water tank. You say water Bowser like it's, hey, a water Bowser, and then you're all tank. Alright.
So what? I've done then you call them tankers, is it?
Not necessarily. I mean, a tanker to me, like in American terms,
Or milk? Milk and oil.
yeah,
Over here.
and predominantly what I think it is like a semi tractor trailer. When you say tanker, you know, a big truck pulling a tanker. A water tank can have several meanings here where I'm at in Texas. It could be a ground water tank that is used for the cattle to drink out of, or one that's above ground. Water trailer would probably be more what you're considering a Bowser or whatever here in Texas. So, I mean, that's kind of the differentiation. And terminology wise, means the same thing, I'm sure, but see, and that's a funny thing.
To be honest, I don't know where that came out of. Like I actually don't think it's predominantly used here in Ireland. No people saying water Bowser. That kind of
Oh, really?
Like,
Well,
like-
because
like I
if
just
you
thought back
remember,
over-
though, I know you're saying that, but if you remember, because you kept telling me to go get the lorry, and I was like, "What the hell's a lorry?" And you were saying basically the truck, and so you know, so it's interesting to me that you know the differences between the meaning of certain things depending on what you're wanting.
Yeah.
So
like okay, what we will call a lorry,
mhm.
you might call them. I don't know if you use that word, scut trucks.
I've never heard scud truck.
So it would be your small truck.
Oh no, we just
Right.
like a pickup truck.
No, it'll be the smaller version of your truck. So,
So-
what you would call your big articulated trucks and your big overlighters and stuff like that.
He says, "Remember, Tubbs,
right,
they
so,
talk
so-
funny
so
over
you-
here."
so-
Old timer
so you
Dave
probably call
goes,
them
"Remember,
Freight,
he
is
talked."
it? Freightliners.
Okay, so in Texas, I'm not going to talk for all the United States because, like, even the Midwest, northern states, East Coast, West Coast, have different terminologies, even in the states. So, if like we talk in general terms here in Texas, okay, and I'll tell you how general it is in Texas, and I know this is going to sound very silly. You can go to a restaurant, and you'll say the waitress will say, "Okay, I want a Coke," or you tell the waitress, "I want a Coke," and the waitress will go, "What type of Coke do you want? Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Pepsi, Coca-Cola?" But in other parts of the states, you have to be very specific. You say, "I want a Coca-Cola, a Dr. Pepper," you know, or like you say soda. Some
Yes, Dave, I agree with you. Dave goes, simple-minded folks in Texas.
yeah, it is. We use general terms for everything. Okay, with that being said, when you're talking about trucks, like big trucks, Newell, appreciate you being here, brother. You have a great
No,
night.
well, I will see you later on, brother. Thanks very much.
So,
And we will catch you again, hopefully.
yes. So with it being said, so when we're talking about trucks, there's two different types of trucks. You have a semi truck or a pickup truck. Okay? So semis are basically what you call lorries, and we call those in typical terms just trucks, like your
Right.
semi trucks. But
Right,
you also
so,
got
right,
a
over
box
here.
truck, which is a smaller truck type truck.
Straight
Right.
truck.
Right.
So-
We have box trucks, right?
Mhm.
We kind of call them delivery trucks, right? So we call them delivery lorries,
Okay.
right? Because they're the smaller ones. They're the ones that most companies use for deliveries and stuff like that. So that's what we call them, delivery
So
lorries.
on this game, Sean, how do you get
Right.
your equipment to
They're
the
all.
location to build?
So then you have your. So then you would have your artillery, your articulates, right?
Uh-huh.
We call them right. So we call them lorries, but you right. But
Okay.
like you probably call them trucks.
Yeah, so in Texas,
Right.
if you just
So we
if you
don't
just
call pickups, right? We don't call pickup trucks. Our pickups are called pickups.
nah, we there it depends on what you're talking about. So that's how convoluted I think we get sometimes in our terminology here in Texas, because some people will say pickups, but some people will say truck, and that could be like a tricked out truck that's got a lift kit in it
Oh,
and
no, we
four
don't
wheel
have
drive.
them, no.
Yeah, so I mean,
A lorry is a lorry, and a truck is what you would. So what you call truck, right? We just call them pickups, right? Because if you're over in Ireland and you mention a truck, you were talking about one of the big bad boys.
hmm
There are trucks, right? So they're the kind of guys that would actually
sir.
spend
Need more coffee?
most of their time in the continent
Huh?
and driving 3 or 4 weeks in a row,
hmm
right? Then our lorries, right, are something similar, but they're the ones that we call where. So let's say we had delivery, right, from one company to another company in Ireland, right? We would call them lorries. But a truck is something that it's a little bit bigger. So we don't have pickup trucks because our pickups over here is just called pickups.
Yeah, old timer Dave, it's hard when old timer Dave goes. They need to learn how to talk.
Yeah,
It's amazing how much
difference.
difference there is in terms or terminology
In fact,
when it comes to it.
if he was on, if you want, I don't know if
So-
if
so,
subscribe to
I-
Richard Dower. He's Irish. He will talk to you as well about it. So.
So let me ask you this: like a passenger car, do y'all have different terms for those or anything, or do you just say a car?
What do you mean by this now?
A passenger car where like it has either 2 or 4 doors, and
No, we just call them cars.
okay, that's what I was asking. So you just call them cars in general?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. I was
That's
just
what they
asking. Well, I understand. I was just asking just to make sure. So-
Right, so anything with just the 4 doors, right? So you have your 2 front seats and your back seat, right?
I thought maybe
call
y'all
them cars,
y'all may say
right?
family car as opposed to a car.
we do,
Or,
right? We do have a family car, right?
okay.
What we call a family car, you call a minivan.
No, no. We call that a station wagon.
Oh man,
A van is a van, and then you got a station wagon. That's a family car, in Texas at least.
it's a family minivan, man.
Well, yeah, it is.
Yeah,
you said it.
baby wagons, exactly.
A baby wagons. So, like, a car is a general terminology here for it
Yes.
could be a 2-door or 4-door car. A van is a van.
Yes.
But then we get very specific when it comes to a van. You can either have a family van or you can have a cargo van. That's for hauling small items for businesses and stuff like that, or like a plumber. A lot of plumbers and electricians and I can't think of what else, but that's just what comes to the top of my head. so that they can carry their tools and extra supplies and stuff like that. Residential type stuff and commercial. It's not just residential, but
Okay, well, see, we have vans, the very same as you. So we have big vans, a lot of small vans, short base,
shaggin'
medium
wagons.
base, long
Yeah, exactly, Dave.
We also have caravans.
Caravans.
Car vans.
Car
so
vans.
So it's a two-door car, right, or three-door. It's a three-door car, and it's just made into a small van. We do have them over here also.
Huh. No. We have a caravan.
No, we have caravans.
Yeah. But we don't have car vans. Maybe that's what we consider a station wagon here. I don't know. Is it very long?
No, it's just a normal car with the back seats taken out and it's made into a van.
Oh. That sounds interesting.
It was me.
I should have asked you what that was.
Yeah, so Old Timer Dave, he goes shaggin' wagons. I've heard them called that. The cargo vans, they always, around here in Texas, they call those rape vans. I don't know. Well, I do know why. Yeah, I know why they call them that, but yeah, so to me, it's just interesting. You know, you and I can converse, even though we're in different countries and stuff, but the terminologies and understanding of what something is can take on a whole new meaning depending on what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I just really find that interesting. I think it's really cool.
I said
So,
Sean's talking to his.
but shaggin' wagon. I hadn't heard that. Dave,
You know something, Six?
you're
Yes,
telling on our
yeah,
age when you
exactly,
say
Six.
shaggin' van.
We would call them El Camino. Well, something like an El Camino, right?
Oh, we have El
um,
Caminos.
Yeah, no, you've got El Caminos, right? We don't have El Caminos, like, right? So we don't. So let me see how we can explain what we would call a caravan, right? Think of your small car, such as do you have Ford Fiestas and shit over there?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean the small ones, not
Yeah.
saloons and stuff like that in the station.
Saloon?
I mean the small ones, right?
Fiesta
so
is a
three-door
small
cars.
car. Yeah, they're small.
Right, okay. Right. So the Ford car or something like that. Right? Ford Fiesta, right?
A hatchback. That's what we call them here.
Yeah. Right. So if you were to take out the back seat from one of those, right? Take out the two back windows, the two back side windows, weld in a side panel in those windows, then you would have a caravan.
A race car.
Race car?
Well, you said weld in some panel in the back. That's
No,
a race
no.
car.
No. Right, I'm not on about freaking, anti-roll bars. Right.
So an El Camino, just so
Right,
you understand
right,
what an
you-
El Camino is, an El
Oh, I
Camino.
love the El Camino cars. I
Okay,
love the
so
El Camino.
that is a passenger car that has been turned into a pickup. That's
Yes.
basically an El Camino, and it's Spanish.
Yes.
The El Camino means the road. So
Yes. But the problem is, right, our caravan is not a pickup.
we call the Domino's pizza truck. Yeah, exactly. Six wheeling. What is this? Weld-in panels where the windows were. Exactly.
Yeah, right. So, take out the two back windows, right, of the side. The two back passenger windows, you could say, right?
Uh huh.
And you were right, and so if you were to get a panel of metal, whatever or steel, whatever the car is made of, right,
Mhm.
and you were to weld them in place instead of the windows, right?
Like a prisoner
so all you would
van.
have then is the front windows and the window and the back door.
I don't know where you would have spiked it. Didn't you take it
Oh, a
to the
panel
Yeah.
van. That's what we call
Yeah.
a panel van.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we call a caravan.
Oh, those are panel vans here in Texas. We call them panel vans. And those are the ones that they refer to as the rape van. Here.
Like over here, it's just cheap and easy to actually have one of those, and a lot of electricians and people like that who are actually starting out in the business would actually have one.
Yeah, panel vans. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what we call them here. Like the Ford Transit here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just a panel vans. All
Smaller
it is.
version. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
just a
just
smaller version of it.
like
It's
a
just
mini.
car version.
Yeah, it's a minivan that's been turned into like a little cargo van. So
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Finally.
Hey. But but you and I talk about this all the time. Even like, for instance, even talking about when we were talking about Guinness. Guinness in the States is not anything like the Guinness in Ireland. Totally different concepts, right? So,
Oh, yes. You
So-
want a proper Guinness, you come to Ireland.
right. So,
Everywhere else is just an imitation.
right. So I mean, that's just amazing to me that we can talk about similar things, but we have so much differences in meaning when we go to describe them. I remember one time, I was probably about 20 years old, and I was in Indiana, and I asked for some tea, which in Texas, like I said, everything's in general terms. When you ask for tea, that's iced tea. The only question that may come behind that would be, do you want sweet or unsweet? Well, in Indiana, there's a difference. You either want hot tea or iced tea. And I didn't know that. I didn't, because she was like, do you want that hot or iced? And I was like, oh, shoot, what the hell? No, I don't want no hot tea. I want iced tea. But all their tea is sweet tea. It's not unsweet or anything like that. But, like I said, that's been 50 or 40 years ago. But I just thought that was interesting. And like in the northern states, like we were talking about Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, some states call it soda. If you go further, a little bit further north, or even like Massachusetts, they call it pop. So I just find that interesting. Love me some good old Southern sweet tea. Oh, absolutely, old timer Dave. I love some sweet tea, definitely. Especially if it's sun brewed. That's what we do here a lot of. The sun brewed sweet tea. Oh my goodness, you cannot beat that kind of stuff.
You full? Not like yet.
No, I just emptied a while ago. But I just think it's really interesting that when we go to talking about different stuff like that, we can talk about the same thing, but we have different terminologies for it. So like, you're always talking about going to the bar and getting a pint, okay? And so here in Texas, you go to the bar and you order, whether it be a domestic or imported beer, they're going to give you a bottle, or they'll say, do you want that on the draft?
Right.
Coca-Cola is soda on the East Coast. Right, exactly, old timer Dave. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It just, the terminologies are I understand they mean the same thing, but it's so different, when we go to talking about it. But yeah, you go into a bar here in Texas and you tell them you want a beer, and they're like, okay, do you want it on the draft or you want it in a bottle? Which a bottle is 12 fluid ounces. If you get it on the draft, it could be anywhere from depending on the glasses, 10 ounces to up to 16 ounces, depending on how they serve it. So I just think that's interesting. I had a good friend that was from, I will see you later. Have a great day. Hey, Charles, thanks for being here. Thank you so much. Glad to have you here. You have a great night. 6 ounces to 16 ounces there? Okay, yeah. So, not too much difference between us here in Texas. So, I don't know. I just find that stuff kind of interesting. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I had a friend from Massachusetts, and he would always come in, and he would say, "Hey, do you want some noodles?" And I'm like, "Noodles?" He's like, "Yeah, noodles." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Well, anyway, when he got to describing it, here in Texas, we call it spaghetti. But up in Boston, they would say noodles. And if you told me noodles here, I'm thinking elbow noodles, spiral noodles. I mean, what are you talking about? Exactly, old timer Dave. Yeah, it depends on what part of the country you're in.
I'm up to send you 2 photographs of what a caravan is.
A caravan?
Caravan. Not caravan.
Caravan. You said caravan. Let me see what you're sending over here. It may not be appropriate for children. All right, let me take a look at that before we do that. And I'll tell you exactly what yeah, so what you just sent me a picture of, we call a hatchback. That's a hatchback for us here in Texas. Yeah.
Like that's
They're
like that's a car.
those are very inexpensive and very good on gas and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. So so what happens is over here, because like I like to say they're so cheap, right? That a lot of startup people, so people in the electricity business or the plumbing business or something like that over here, will buy a car like that. Take out the back panels, take out the back seat, take out the back windows, panel them all up, and make a van over. And that's what that is.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we just call those hatchback. They're 3-door cars, basically.
Yeah.
In essence.
That's what it is. It's just made into a van. Like it's amazing because it's cheaper to actually transfer one of those cars into a van than it is to make a van over and then transfer it back to a car. So it's over here in Ireland, it's actually cheaper to get a car, make it into a van, insure it and tax it as a van, than it is to get the same car and transfer it back to a car.
So do y'all have personal property tax there, like on your vehicles?
Yeah.
Really?
We have 3 separate insurances. One is first person fire and theft, right? So you're covered for if your car is stolen or if your car is caught on fire and stuff like that.
Okay.
Right. Then we have the second bracket then is called fully comp. Right, so fully comp then is your car's covered for everything, okay, including the passengers that are in the car.
Okay.
Right. Now, the thing with these two is, over here, anybody who has a fully comp,
Uh-oh. Is it 7:30?
The only person who is allowed to drive that car is the person who owns the car,
Hmm.
right? Fully comp means that if I had a car and you had a car and you were insured on your own car, you could drive mine, right?
I'm almost
It means
full.
then your insurance covers you to drive my car, right?
I'm almost full.
So then we have open insurance, which is our bracket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Open insurance means that anybody with a full license can drive my car, and my insurance will cover them,
Mm-hmm.
right?
So we call
Uh,
that uninsured motorist here in Texas.
Oh no, we have them here also. We call them thieves.
Tease. Because they're tease.
Because they rob the stuff. Right? No, right? So, third party theft, when you're so if that's all you have on your car,
You're full.
technically you're, no one else can drive your car, right? It's as simple as that. It's because only you're insured on it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then our fully comp means anybody with insurance on their own car can also drive yours, and their insurance will cover them.
Interesting.
And I just have to hit a wall here. But open insurance means anybody with a full license can drive your car, and your insurance will cover it.
Interesting.
So what that means then is, let's say I had a full license. I just passed my test and stuff like that, and you had open insurance on your car. I can
Okay.
drive your car, even though I never driven before in my life. I can still drive your car because your insurance will cover me
Mm-hmm.
to drive your car.
Okay.
That's what insurance is over here. Now I don't know what open insurance is in your place, but that's what ours is. It's the same thing. I'm doing in North
Uh-oh.
What's the sell point? Hey Dylan Hill, welcome back to the channel. Haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing? What is it? Canola? Okay. Our best sell
Getting a
point
lot of
is
lag here.
Whitney Grain. No, I'm in the M sell point here. So Whitney Grain. So back top of the map, not bottom of the map. Alright. Yeah. So the aftermath all over the world, and then there's subtle ones as well, but like your insurance, for instance, right? What does your insurance cover?
I think we're losing him here. I'm off. Yep. We lost service here. Okay. It was close. 727 is usually where it's at. Yeah, I know. I think his internet service started messing up or something other old time of day. We'll see if we can get back in it.
When we were in school, we failed, we failed.
Yeah. But the thing.
Let's see. Try it one more time. Here we go. Looks like we're loading up though, so that's good. That's a good sign. I don't know if his internet started glitching or what the deal was. There we go. Looks like we're loading up, so that's good. Good news. That's loading up. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Alright. Looks like we may have lost Chris on the chat. Let's see if we can't get him back up.
Especially at math grade.
If you aren't paying attention and you struggle, you have ADHD.
I do not.
Well then, what is
Not
it?
seeing any. Yeah, there he is.
I get bored.
Okay, that's attention deficit disorder.
See if we can't pick him back up real quick.
Whether you want to believe it or not, that's exactly what it is. Your mind is going in different directions. You get bored really.
There we go.
But when you pay attention and you focus, your grades improve and you get your work done.
I'm a bad
Huh?
I'm a bad day saver.
So am I.
Well, maybe these kids are.
There you go.
Hey, he's back.
Yep, I'm back.
You know what? I'm gonna walk
Where
away
did you
from
go?
this having an hour of this Christmas.
You know me, I went for a stroll. It's
But Raymond,
it's
here's the thing.
just past midnight here, so
Yeah,
sometimes
so
I have to have-
usually it's about 7:30, but then I started losing your sound and it started getting choppy, and then boom, you were gone.
yeah, no, Dave actually wrote into the chat there. It started with me. I'm like, it's always doing this, and it's actually always done that for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is.
And nowadays, special ed does encompass.
Okay, that's it, brother.
everything?
I'm done. Yep,
Alright.
I'm done on that.
So
And we're getting close to our time, so worked out just perfectly.
I was going to come with you.
Yeah, I've seen you there. You and your little car van.
Right. So do we have anything else in storage that we can take when we're going down to? Yeah, we do. We have a little bit there, so then we got 36,000 for that last trailer, so
That's not bad.
no. And we have some in storage, so I'll take that now as well, and we go sell it all.
Alright. Good to go.
Hey, racing!
Yeah, I'm gonna lose this race.
For show, for show, for show. There's only 2,000 of this. Should we store this up until the next harvest, and we have some
Yeah.
there to sell?
Yeah, just whatever you want to do. I'm good with it. Prices get better later on, you know.
Yeah, not really. Leave. Actually, no. What is our prices for a canola, actually? Yeah, no, they're a little bit down. Well, I don't think they're going to get any better for the rest of the year, so we could keep them for till next year. Yeah.
Okay.
We sold one trailer load, so we just keep that trailer there. All right.
Works for me.
More attention to
Well, guys,
when
we're going to be calling it very, very shortly, so we're going to start off with our usual good boys at this stage.
the patent room.
First of all, as by now you know exactly what we're about to say, we appreciate each and every one of you for sticking with us in the chat. Only for you, it'll be just a very simple. Myself and Tubbs just doing our usual playing together and stuff like that, so you really do make the difference. So with that being said, big shout out to the usual suspects: Old Timer Dave, Newell, 6 week in Pop Hop, and of course, Mr.
Thank you, Old Timer
T-Bone,
Dave. I appreciate that.
which I need to now do something. If only right, I stick him as a Smurf. There you go, Mr. T-Bone. You're being Smurf-sized. So, with that being said, guys, like I said, anyone who's in the chat and anyone who's been watching, go check those guys out. Old Timer Dave, 6 Wheel and Pop Hop, Mr. T-Bone, and of course, the main man himself, Newell. Also, when you're at it, check out Scott Page and check out Matt also when you're over there. They're all great friends and all great supporters of this channel. Oh, Julian has just jumped in. Hello, Julian. How's it going, brother?
Hey, Julian. How you doing?
Check out Julian, guys. Julian's always on. If you really like long streams, go check out Julian. I don't know how that man does 8 hours. I wouldn't have it in me.
Oh my gosh.
So all fair dinkins to him. Also, Dylan Hill for jumping in, Shiloh for jumping in, Liam Mack at the start. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. I don't think I'm after. Did I lose anyone? There was someone else there. Oh, and Zeke. We can't forget the man himself. Zeke, another great supporter. So with that being said, guys, like I said, check each other out. Go and subscribe to each other if you haven't done it. But I highly recommend those guys. This has been Greenwich Valley, episode 8, and we just got our first harvest in. We've also now got our cow sorted. We have also got a cucumber glass house on the go. So, with seasons installed, our map is finally starting to get places.
Yep. So, from me, Squad Farms, Charles Stuffed, Old Timer Dave, Raymond, B&K Farms, 6 Wheel and Pop Pop, Shiloh, Zeke and Streak, got that right that time. And I think there was one more maybe. Nope, that was it. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all. And as we always say, these fellas are so supportive of us, and like I say, it's overwhelming that they've kind of adopted us and taken us in. But make sure to go check out Old Timer Dave. Make sure to go check out Matt, 6 Wheel and Pop Pop. Make sure to go check out Newell. Make sure to go check out Mr. T-Bone. Go over to their channel, subscribe to them, hit the like button. Those guys are awesome. They've always been here for us, and we appreciate it. We're glad y'all were here tonight, and we will definitely be here tomorrow, so I will see y'all tomorrow.
So the kids are like being each other.
And with that being said, guys, on this channel, as we always say, is when things go wrong, it wasn't us. When things go right, it's definitely not us. It's always those Pringles stealing, popcorn thieving, mince pies eating leprechauns. Until tomorrow night, guys, from myself, Chris, from Hipton Farmer, this is Greenwich. Adios, muchachos.
Thanks, 6 Wheel, and have a great night. See y'all tomorrow.